Trump's top general is quietly breaking silence over his glorious Iran war. Because nothing says art of the deal, like ignoring your own military experts while tweeting about knocking out power plants. Grab your popcorn and maybe a helmet because this one's a doozy. Picture this: Arnold J. Trump, the guy who dodged Vietnam with some very convenient bone spurs, Ben is back in the White House acting like he's playing Call of Duty on easy mode. He's hyping up strikes on Iran, threatening to blow up bridges, power plants, and whatever else his stay mind morality tell him to target. No more Mr. Nice Guy, he says. Because apparently the last guy was just too polite when he was screaming at aides it's Jimmy Carter and hostages. But here's the plot twist nobody in Mar-a-Lago wants to talk about. His own top general isn't exactly cheering from the sidelines. Enter General Dan Caine, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, son's handpicked military guy, the one he calls a great fighter when it suits him. According to multiple reports, General Caine has been in those tense White House meetings, laying out some inconvenient truths. You know, little things like, hey boss, we're low on munitions, our allies in the Gulf are basically saying hard pass on letting us fly over their airspace. And this could turn into a long, expensive quagmire that drains America's military power. Oh no! Reality! Quick, someone fetch Trump his phone so we can call it fake news on Truth Social. Trump's response? Classic. He rushes to Truth Social to insist that General Caine actually thinks any war with Iran would be easily won. Easily won! Like it's a round of golf at one of his courses. Because nothing screams easy win like fighting a country the size of Iran with no nearby allies, while your own general is quietly warning about prolonged conflict and resource shortages. Trump even nicknamed him Razin Caine, or whatever, I guess to make him sound tougher. Bro, if your general has to leak warnings through the media because you're not listening in the room, maybe the nickname should be Voice of Reason Caine. Let's be real, this is peak Trump. A man surrounds himself with generals, calls them the best, the smartest, the most loyal, until they dare suggest that maybe turning the Middle East into a fireworks show isn't the greatest idea since Kofe. Remember when he ignored warnings before? History rhymes, folks. But now we're in 2026 and Trump's still treating military briefings like they're suggestions on his McDonald's order. I will take the Big Mac combo. Hold the caution about depleting our forces. General Caine isn't even saying don't do it in a dramatic movie way. He's just doing his job, pointing out risks, shortages.
No allies. Potential for things to spiral. And Trump's reaction? Deny, deflect, and claim the general secretly agrees it'll be a cakewalk.
Sure, Don, and I secretly agree your hair is a national treasure. Here's the funniest part. Trump keeps insisting he doesn't want a war right before he threatens to knock out every power plant and bridge if Iran doesn't bend the knee to his very fair and reasonable deal. It's like saying, I'm a peaceful guy, while holding a flamethrower and yelling, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Meanwhile, the adults in the room, or at least the one with actual military experience, are desperately trying to pump our brakes. Leaks are happening, warnings are getting out. Even foreign military voices are side-eyeing this whole situation. Look, Trump loves the tough guy image. I alone can fix it. But when his own Joint Chiefs chairman starts outlining why this Iran adventure could be messy, expensive, and not the quick victory he promised on the campaign trail, suddenly it's all fake news and the general is misquoted. This is what happens when you treat the Pentagon like a props department for your reality show presidency. Generals aren't there to stroke your ego. They're there to keep America from walking into another forever war because the boss thought it would look strong on TV. So yeah, Trump's top general is breaking silence the only way professionals can, and the commander-in-chief won't listen. Through careful source reporting that makes the lighthouse freak out. What do you think? Is Trump listening to his generals or just hearing what he wants? Drop your hottest takes in the comments.